Hello students, today we are going to learn the clauses of Mountbatten Plan and Indian Independence Act 1947. You all are aware that Lord Mountbatten was made the Viceroy of India in Feb 1947. He replaced Lord Wavell. After the unsuccessful cabinet mission plan, Lord Mountbatten was sent to India to resolve the deadlock between the two major political parties of India, that is Indian National Congress and All India Muslim League, and to complete the smooth transfer of power to the Indians by June 1948. So this announcement was made by Clement Attlee, who was the then Prime Minister of England. So finally Lord Mountbatten, he reaches India in March 1947. So he met the leaders of the major political parties of India and prepared a plan which is known as Dickey Bird Plan. Why Dickey Bird Plan? Very interestingly, Lord Louis Mountbatten was called as Uncle Dickey in London by the royal family. So this plan is known as Dickey Bird Plan. This plan is also known as Ismay Plan. This plan is also known as balkanization. This Dickey Bird Plan was rejected from the scrap by Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. Why? Because this plan involved provinces and the princely state to be given a choice to remain independent or to join either of the dominion. So it means division of India into small countries like it is there in the Balkan state. So Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru said that you are balkanizing India. So this plan would never be accepted. So afterwards he has to prepare another plan that is known as Mountbatten Plan. This is also known as 3rd June Plan. Because here in this plan he had proposed partition of India into two dominions, that is India and Pakistan. This plan was accepted by most of the leaders including Jawaharlal Nehru, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, Mr. Kripalani, Baldev Singh, Mr. Jinnah, Liaquat Ali Khan, except Mahatma Gandhi, Maulana Azad and Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan, who were not in favor of division of India. So finally this plan, once approved by all the political parties, major political parties, this plan was sent to England, where it got the royal assent on 18 July 1947 and Indian Independence Act was passed based on Mountbatten's plan. So what were the clauses of the Mountbatten Plan and what was there in the Indian Independence Act 1947? We'll try to do them, we'll try to learn both of them together. So in Mountbatten Plan, it was proposed that India and Pakistan, two new dominions will be created. And in Indian Independence Act, it was mentioned that these two new dominions will be created on 15th August 1947. Now in Mountbatten Plan, it was proposed that Bengal and Punjab, the legislative assemblies of these two states will decide whether they wanted to be partitioned off or not. And in Indian Independence Act, so the decision was made by the Bengal Provincial Legislative Assembly as well as by the Punjab Legislative Assembly in favor of partitioning. First of all, Bengal, their Legislative Assembly decided in favor of partition and the same suit was followed by Punjab Legislative Assembly. So Bengal was divided into two parts. One is West Bengal, that is currently with India, and another is East Pakistan, which is nowadays known as Bangladesh. And Punjab was also partitioned off into two, that is West Punjab, that is currently with Pakistan, and there is one Punjab that is currently with India. Then next comes Sindh. In the Mountbatten Plan, it was proposed that the Legislative Assembly of Sindh will decide that whether they wanted to join Indian Dominion or they wanted to join Pakistan Dominion. And as per the Indian Independence Act, Sindh's Legislative Assembly, they decided to join Pakistan Dominion. So please remember, both Bengal and Punjab as well as Sindh, the decisions were made by the legislative assemblies. I am repeating once again, for Bengal, Punjab, Sindh. The decisions were made by the legislative assemblies. Okay. The difference is that Bengal and Punjab were given the choice to get partitioned or not, and Sindh was given the choice either to join Indian Dominion or to join Pakistan Dominion. Okay. Now next we will talk about the northern western frontier provinces. Northern western frontier provinces is the area of Dera Ismail Khan, Darra Khyber Pass, Peshawar, that is currently in Pakistan. So as per Mountbatten Plan, there will be a referendum that will be held in northern western frontier provinces to decide to be part of either of the dominion, either India or Pakistan. And in Indian Independence Act, so through referendum, the northern western frontier provinces, they've decided in favor of joining Pakistan. Very interestingly, that when referendum was conducted, so Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan, his brother Dr. Khan Sahib was the chief minister of northern western frontier provinces, and Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan, as you know, he was also known as Frontier Gandhi. So they wanted that the option should be given to remain independent as well to the northern western frontier provinces. So their request was completely rejected by the Britishers. So they were not given the choice to remain independent but to join either India or Pakistan. So this referendum was actually boycotted by the followers of Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan, that is Khudai Khidmatgars. So when the people who could have really voted in favor of joining India, they boycotted, and the people who actually voted, the remaining people who had voted, they voted for joining Pakistan Dominion. So this is how northern western frontier provinces became a part of Pakistan. Next is Sylhet. Sylhet was a Muslim majority district in Assam. Here also a plebiscite was to be held. Plebiscite means where the people will vote. Okay, it is the people's opinion will be considered that whether they wanted to join Indian Dominion or they wanted to join East Pakistan. So again, through plebiscite, the people voted in favor of joining East Pakistan, that is currently Bangladesh. So I'll give you a recap here. Bengal and Punjab were given the option whether they want to be partitioned off or not, and decision was to be made through legislative assembly. So Bengal and Punjab, both their legislative assemblies decided in favor of partitioning. Northern western frontier provinces and district of Sylhet, here the plebiscite where the people decided whether they wanted to join Indian Dominion or Pakistan Dominion, and in both the cases they decided to join Pakistan Dominion. Now here comes the case of princely states. When India got independence, there were around 565 princely states. So 40% of the Indian land was occupied by these princely states. So according to the Mountbatten Plan, they were given the option that they can join either of the dominion or they can remain independent. In the Indian Independence Act, it was also the same provision that the princely states can join either of the dominion or they can remain independent. All the treaties that the British had signed with the princely states will also come to an end on 15th August 1947. And very interestingly, children, the major three leaders, very important leaders who had worked for unification of India, for forming a strong federation of India, that is Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, VP Menon, Jawaharlal Nehru, that out of these 565 princely states, 562 princely states, they acceded their states to India. So only 3 states who decided in favor of remaining independent, that was Jammu and Kashmir, and then Hyderabad, and the third one was Junagadh. Okay, so they had decided to remain independent, but later on Hyderabad also merged with India through Operation Polo, and in Junagadh also plebiscite was held because the population was mostly Hindu population, whereas the Nawab was a Muslim. So through that plebiscite, people decided in favor of joining Indian Dominion. And Jammu Kashmir also, Raja Hari Singh, he signed the instrument of accession to accede Jammu and Kashmir to India. So the credit goes to these leaders. Okay, so next is about Constituent Assembly. In Mountbatten Plan, it was clearly mentioned that the Constituent Assembly, which was formed earlier, So they will continue to do their work, they will write the constitution, but this constitution will not be applicable to Pakistan. They will form their own constituent assembly and will frame their own constitution. In the Indian Independence Act, under the Constituent Assembly, it was mentioned that till the time the elections are held and a new legislature is formed, for the time being, the Constituent Assembly will also work as a legislative body of Indian Union. So these are the clauses that are in common in Mountbatten Plan as well as in Indian Independence Act. In the next video, I will let you know about the clauses that are not in common between the two. Thank you so much.